So you've been quarantined, and you're going to have to stay at the house for a while. That is pretty dangerous for your soul. As Christians, history has shown us when we have more free time, all of our weaknesses and temptations, they're magnified, and Christians tend to struggle. It's nice when you have to have something to do. In Leviticus chapter 13, God spoke to the nation of Israel about infections. He said that if anyone has an infection, you need to quarantine them, continue to check on them, monitor the situation so that it doesn't spread to the rest of the nation. And if the infection gets worse, and if there's a good chance it will spread, deem that person, even if you love them, as unclean and place them outside of the camp. They must live alone. This command is an illustration of what we ought to do spiritually. We should examine our lives and make sure there's no infection that will cause damage to the rest of our soul. If you have an infectious relationship, a relationship that's tearing you down, if there's a website or a book or a magazine, or if there's a trigger in your life that causes you to spiral out of control, this is a time to take notice, to quarantine these areas of your life off, and perhaps even cut them out of your life. Jesus spoke in Matthew chapter 5 and gave wisdom on how to deal with temptation. He said if your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out. It's better to go to heaven with one eye than to go to hell with two. He said that if your right arm causes you to sin, you got to cut it off because it's better to go to heaven with one arm than to go to hell with two. In the same way, you and I ought to take our sin seriously, and when we have more downtime, to be on red alert. Take a moment and just look in your life. Is there anything in your life that would cause you to stumble and fall? And do you need to cut something out? Even if it's painful, even if it hurts. If there's an infection in your life, save your soul. Do what's hard. Cut it out of your life.